Pastor Gibbons, community and friends. I'd like to talk to you for a minute on standing in the culture when it is easy to bow. The culture we're living in today, it is not so easy for us to bow. In the case of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, it was easy. These three men stood in the culture that wanted them to worship a golden statue of King Nebuchadnezzar. In Daniel chapter 3, verse 1, the Bible says that King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, 90 feet high and 9 feet wide, and set up on the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. When he made this statue, Nebuchadnezzar showed that his devotion to Daniel's God was short-lived. He neither feared nor obeyed the God behind the dream he had about the statue in Daniel chapter 2. Then in Daniel chapter 3, verses 4 through 6, the herald loudly proclaimed, "This is what you are commanded to do, O peoples, nations, and men of every language. As soon as you hear the sound of the horn, the flute, the zither, the lyre, the harp, the pipes, and all kinds of music, you must fall down and worship the image of gold that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. Whoever does not fall down and worship will immediately be thrown into the blazing furnace." When the people of Babylon heard the music, they all fell down and worshipped the gold statue of King Nebuchadnezzar. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not pay King Nebuchadnezzar any attention because of the trust they had in their God. As everyone was bound, they did not. And some astrologers seen them and told Nebuchadnezzar what the Jews were not doing. Why didn't the three men just bow to the image and tell God that they didn't mean it? They had determined to never worship another God. They courageously took their stand, and because of this, they were led away to be executed. King Nebuchadnezzar said to the three Jews, "Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my gods or worship my gold I have set up? Now, when you hear the sound of the horn, the flute, the zither, the lyre, the harp, the pipes, and all kinds of music, if you are ready to fall down and worship the image I made, very good. But if you do not worship it, you will be thrown into a blazing furnace. Then will God be able to rescue you from my hand." Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego then told the king, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown in the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to save us from it, and he will rescue us from your hand, O king." King Nebuchadnezzar was furious with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. His attitude towards them changed. When we do something that offends non-Christians, their attitude towards us often changes because they are basically selfish. Christians should be different. They should still love those who offend them. King Nebuchadnezzar then ordered for the furnace to be heated 7 times harder than usual. The king commanded some of the strongest soldiers in his army to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them into the blazing furnace. The flames from the furnace were so hot that it killed the soldiers that took Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to the furnace. These three men, firmly tied, I said firmly tied, fell into the blazing furnace. In Daniel chapter 3, verses 24 and 25, it says, "Then King Nebuchadnezzar leaped to his feet in amazement and asked his advisors, 'Weren't there three men that were tied up and thrown into the fire?' They replied, 'O king,' he said, 'look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, unbound and unharmed, and the fourth looks like a son of the gods.' It was obvious to those watching that this fourth person was supernatural. We cannot be certain who the fourth man was. It could have been an angel. In either case, God sent a heavenly visitor to accompany these faithful men during their time of great trial. God's deliverance of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was a great victory of faith for the Jews in captivity. They were protected from harm. They were confronted in trial. God was glorified, and they were rewarded. The men did not know whether they would be delivered from the fire. All they knew was that they would not fall down and worship an idol. Turn to the person next to you and ask them this: are you ready to stand for God no matter what? When you stand for God, you will stand out. It may be painful, and it may not always have a happy ending. Be prepared to say, if he rescues me, or if he doesn't, I will serve only God. Let us determine to be true to God no matter how difficult the pressure or punishment. God's protection transcends anything we could imagine. God keep you.